Chad, I brought your audio back in. Can you be nice now? Perfect.
Fade us in, so yeah.
Okay, good.
Now.
Great. Terrific. So, welcome back.
Take 3. Fuck.
Or the first time I ran a podcast.
Yeah.
Junior high.
This is the first recording of our new ASMR.
Oh, here we go again. By the way, when people
have a sexual fetish of people like eating with their mouth open.
While we're on the subject, when he said, I remember the first time I ran a podcast, do you know the story about how Josh killed somebody?
I don't.
Huh. Okay. So, we had a listener.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
This is hilarious. I mean, I don't even know if I should say it.
To 0 listeners? Or?
Yeah. So, this guy said something about the production of the show, which Josh was like, well, why don't you come on down here and run it for me then, Daddy? And the guy, turns out the guy is a karaoke host.
Karaoke master.
Yeah. And after Josh and him got into it online, fucking not even a week later, dude died.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
You okay, Mike?
It's just he's staring at me while he does it. That's what's getting
violated?
So
I don't know.
Uncomfortable,
so Josh
right?
has voodoo powers is what we're saying?
Like I should be just staring back, supporting him and what he's doing.
I mean...
Like, I'm here. You're doing good.
Thank you.
All right.
That's all I wanted.
So Josh killed a karaoke guy.
Yep.
So what does it take to become a master karaoke-ist? Karaoke?
A divorce? First off, you have to have at least one under your belt.
That's what, green, yellow belt?
Divorce.
Yellow
Hawaiian
belt.
shirt and cowboy hat.
Over the age
Purple
of
belt.
45.
Oh. Okay.
Receding hairline.
Gray facial hair.
Depression.
So is that like a...
Well, you've named all mine,
Is that
so
like a
You're not
4th
over
degree black
45.
belt karaoke?
getting close.
You're not divorced.
Not yet.
No. You're all good. You're good. You got a while.
That's good.
Okay.
So,
Glitch in the Matrix.
we going to start with that?
Yeah.
Because I have several topics.
Let's break it down.
Okay. So, I have my...
I'll just turn everybody else off then.
Perfect. That's a great shot of,
Yeah,
my
I can
face.
literally just see something big and black in your mouth.
I know. It's not the first time you told me that, Mike.
Well, the rest was my imagination.
What happened to all of our stands?
There's one there. I brought another one out and set it in front of her.
Yeah, we're
Like
using
Chad stuck
the
on us.
Lysol.
They're really expensive Clorox
Anyway.
disinfectant wipes.
So, Chad always likes to joke about my glitch in the Matrix stories.
No, it's the Reddit stories that you...
Yeah, and I thought it would be a good, topic to discuss, but you're like, it's going to be fake.
Okay, listen, this is good. This is good stuff.
That's you, all the time.
In a world,
Anyway,
one man eating lunch.
thanks, Mikey. So, I went to El Rincon, Mexican joint, North
First
Canton.
mistake.
Yeah. I didn't care. I was tired of just...
Fair enough.
I was eating my food and I looked down. There was no food there.
Because my plan was afterwards I was going to go down to Rose's and get ice cream.
Okay.
Because I love their ice cream. It's really good. And I don't have time to fuck with this thing. Fuck it. So we go to eat, and I have one taco left over.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll just take it home.
Yeah.
So waiter brings us to-go boxes, and I distinctly remember wrapping the taco in the the little tinfoil wrap things they have.
Okay.
And I put it in the box and closed it.
Mm-hmm.
I looked back down, it's back on my fucking plate.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did it ever reappear back in the box?
Yes.
Were you high?
But was it
No.
on the box?
Okay.
Stone sober.
Was it on the box and in your plate?
I don't know. I don't remember.
So did the Matrix duplicate your taco?
I think so. Then, so I ride down to Rose's.
Mm-hmm.
I order, get my cone. What the fuck are you doing, Chad?
He's taking video.
I'm gonna throw this at you.
No, this is good stuff. Put it down. Put it down.
He's Inception recording you.
So I go get my ice cream, and immediately I go to take the wrapper off, right? And I took the wrapper off. They got those trash cans down there that have the little flap lids.
Yeah.
So I distinctly remember taking the wrapper off, pushing that lid open with my foot because I didn't want to touch it, and put my wrapper in there. Threw it away. Begin eating my cone again. That fucking wrapper's right back on my cone.
What the fuck?
Seriously.
Did
It tripped me out, man. I was like, what the fuck?
anyone else notice it? Like,
Yeah, Abel did.
okay.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
What are we thinking here?
I think I had a glitch in the Matrix, and I think our reality is just fucking AI based.
So
Or
we're
is
thinking-
it the fact
thinking
that
it's run by lizard people?
I don't think lizard people.
No.
I think Josh is the portal?
Do you think I'm the portal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
Do you think it's like the real Matrix movie and you're just like,
His butthole's the portal.
yeah. And
That's
they're
why it
just
fits
running
so
a computer program.
Yes.
Who's running the program? Computers
Mm-hmm.
or Grays?
It could be the Grays.
That movie, the Alien Code I told you about?
Yeah, I haven't finished it.
What
Oh,
if it's
actually,
other humans?
I did finish that, actually. It wasn't
We're-
too bad.
What if it's like Rothschilds?
You mean the Rothschilds?
Yeah.
Not Rothschilds.
Sorry. Whatever.
Roethlisberger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rapeless burger.
I mean, it could be. I'm more prone to think either A, it's artificial intelligence, supercomputers, or B, maybe it is the Greys.
So no free will.
Correct.
Then I want a refund.
Me too.
Maybe it is free will, and we're actually 1 trillion years into our existence, and we actually created an AI based matrix that we all live in.
Because we
Millions of
destroyed
years
the
ago.
planet.
Yeah, maybe.
This is one way of human to live on.
Yep.
I want a refund.
Yeah, ditto. 'Cause I feel like I've been ripped the fuck off.
Worst video game ever.
Stop the ride, man. I want off. And on that note,
What's the cheat codes?
Coming soon, Roy 2. D.
Cheat codes are the winning lottery numbers.
To go to the island?
yes, Epstein Island.
Ugh.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna pass.
I'll go.
I bet you would go.
You would.
Fucking pervert.
You would.
science?
I mean, we did find your fucking mugshot on the Stark County Jail website.
And it's back. Here we go again.
So there's that.
Really?
And for the viewers at home that don't
I'll
know,
send it to you,
I'll
Mike.
be sure. I'm going to be sure to put that up on our Facebook and Instagram.
It's
they
a
can
guy with a
compare.
beard and glasses, and he's like 150 pounds
por favor.
heavier than
do
me.
you still have it, Christy?
But they think he looks like me. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Does he look all
I'll
rapey
have to
like
dig
you?
it out of the vault. That's vault worthy. Un momento, por favor.
You know I don't speak taco.
Yes, you do.
Great. More racism we got to cut out of the podcast.
Right?
there it is.
Yep.
We got in trouble for playing Creed. You missed that one.
That was great.
How long
Weird
ago
old
was
white old
that?
barrel.
Hold on. I got it on my phone. I'll find it.
I know I have it. I just gotta find
Hold
it.
on.
We played the Creed's halftime show at the NFL.
Stand by. I saved it multiple times on my phone.
I know.
so-
That's why I'm.
They're flying on the thing. Oh my god. It was hilarious.
All right. So what's topic number 2?
Topic number 2, we're going to discuss what was never a UFO disclosure.
Yeah.
Chad, take it away while I find your picture.
Oh god. Well, the entire world gets all excited because we're like, hey, we're going to get somewhere with this shit. Making everybody disclose what the U.S. government has, mainly regarding F-18s having full-on video of them chasing said objects or UAPs. And the day came and they basically said, and I quote, we really don't know what it is. Isn't that what a UFO is?
Yeah, then no longer it'd be UFO because it'd be identified.
But they can't identify it.
I bet they can.
But can
they
you
just don't want to.
Right, but can you identify something that you've never identified or seen before?
You can't make me. I'm sure they have seen it before.
So that's why they just changed it to UAPs.
You just play dumb, and then it's not a problem. I didn't find the picture, but I found a picture of someone with their pants filled with baked beans or underwear.
Okay.
I love that one. You sent that one to me before. I love that one.
Please bring this to the table.
Topic number 3.
Have you ever done this
I'd rather not.
for science?
So are we thinking aliens, AI, or lizard people for the baked beans in the pants? Or is that more of a dog man type of thing?
I think this is just Canton. This is just Canton.
Well, by the way, isn't now we're requesting the UFO information from other countries now?
Yep.
You guys are really dead on looking for this photo.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. So now that we can get our answers with the U.S. government.
Yeah, I'm sure I got better photos than that of actually Chad in my phone.
Oh, I found it.
Well,
Yes.
Here we go.
So that's what we're talking about.
Yep, right there.
Oh, my God.
Does
So for everybody at home,
that add like 200 pounds onto Chad, and that's him.
What did Chad
I wouldn't say 200. I'd say an easy like 80.
No.
Whoa, thanks, man.
No.
Trying to soften the blow, buddy.
Yeah.
So for everybody at home,
Oh,
this is from
Mike's going to enlarge my face
Sandy
next
Valley
to it.
teacher.
this is from Stark County.
Wait, put the camera on me, Mike.
Stark County booking.
You got it side by side?
I can't do that. That's too fancy.
You ready?
So
I'm just going back and forth.
Ready?
high as fuck one night. I scroll on this. I'm like, oh my god, it's fucking
Fix
Chad.
your screen. Harris, fix your screen.
No, it's not.
It's dark.
Oh shit.
What am I lying?
No, you're good.
Thank
All right,
you.
ready? I'll puff my cheeks. Ready?
There it is.
All right,
Fucking Chad,
let me go
dude.
back to Josh. And then Chad.
So I gotta ask, Chad, do you moonlight as a teacher?
Don't they all? What?
Is there something you're not telling us?
No, just ask.
When's your court date?
I don't have one.
Oh, you don't?
No. I slept with the judge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy already got sentenced.
Did he?
Look at me. Thank you.
What the fuck?
That's not looking at me.
No, you gotta look like the fucking inmate photo.
You gotta look all
Don't
rapey.
puff your face out.
You gotta look all rapey.
Normal. There we go. All right, I'll do a side by side for the page.
Now look in the camera
Perfect.
and say,
Thank
I'm
you.
so not
Perfect.
a raper.
He said, let's get it on. I swear to God he was going to rape me.
Best movie ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you think these other countries are going to give us anything? Or are they going to be forced to?
No,
One of these.
Yeah.
no, I don't think so. I think it's obvious it's a collective effort to keep it under wraps. I think that's pretty much obvious. I mean, dude, come on. Did we all really expect it to drop like that? No, because we saw how people reacted when toilet paper.
Right.
But
Last
people,
year.
okay, but collectively, let's be honest, people see, oh, yeah, those are UFOs. They see it. They don't care. They even admitted they have alien shit, material from another world. They got it. And everybody's like, okay. If it's not in their face, they ain't fucking with us. They don't fucking care.
No,
Because the
And-
proletariat has been successfully fucking subdued.
I can agree with that.
So aliens, are we outer space or are we
No.
hollow Earth?
I'm going with the hollow Earth theory.
No, they're just in the ocean.
which can lead to hollow Earth.
It'd be easier
So
to
do
get
Right.
to it.
Do you think
Think
they're
about
hanging
it.
out with
I
the
mean,
octopuses,
how
or-
much of our ocean is undiscovered?
Right, well, you figure how deep is the ocean? If
We've
you're
only
trying
discovered
to get to Middle
10%.
Earth, you're
Right.
already thousands of feet down.
So what's not to say that they just haven't fucking burrowed themselves into the Earth and just hit out here?
Bro, you just imagine those motherfuckers storming the beaches like Normandy,
Right.
just coming out of the water.
Yeah, like that movie.
Battle Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was
was
okay.
good.
It was okay.
I liked it.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
I'm going to just let it go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Josh's fucking face every time he says that. Mike, pay attention. When he's talking, he says some, like, he's just said some good shit. He always does this at the end.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
You're a fucking liar.
He's like, Josh goes, bet my money.
Anyway.
How do we
Next.
get? Here's some news.
What?
We've gained 580 followers since last week.
Whoa.
What? You should apologize to every one of them.
What did we do last week? We didn't do shit last week.
Josh was shitting the bed again. So, good job, Josh.
I haven't shit
Did
the bed
somebody
in some
accidentally
time.
pay for a bunch of
It's-
Middle Eastern and Indian followers to follow our page?
I'll send it to you.
Our band is blowing up.
Our band's blowing up, bro.
Why do Ahmed and 6,400 Mohammeds love your band? your industrial two guys, a keyboard, and a shitty guitar through a solid state crate amp band.
Perfect.
Perfect.
You know, fuck this camera. I don't even care anymore.
Now we're gonna get a bunch of hate from every fucking band in Canton.
No.
Hey, I have a solid state crate amp and a keyboard.
Delta, Delta, Delta. Can I help you, help you, help you?
And
So
I'm a
we shutting
48-year-old
down?
man singing about how I'm angry at my parents.
Stop it. All right, Christy, we're going to need you on this one.
What?
When's that Battle of the Bands at the Empire?
I don't know. We'll get to that in a minute. So, people getting vaccine, going back to the masks, and then people with vaccine can get it and pass it on. What the fuck is the point?
What was the point of the masks and the fucking all that bullshit to begin with? I mean,
I don't understand why the conspiracy theory people are against the masks.
Because
Because
The
why?
rights, just the rights.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Well, there's the people that it's my right.
oh boy,
Okay.
here we
you
go.
do have those peeps.
Here's where I'm at. If you believe the government's trying to control you, right? Wouldn't
Yes.
you want to mask the fuck up and get away from all the cameras and the facial recognition
Right.
software and all that?
I agree.
Dude,
There's also
they've already
people-
got all of us.
Yeah, we're fucked. You go into Walmart, you're fucked. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
You go
Not
get
me, I'm off
gas
the
at
grid.
fucking
I post about it every day on my
Speedway.
iPhone.
your license plate, your fucking car, make, model, what you went in and bought.
Well, what's to say they don't have access to the the BMV fucking
They do.
stuff? So they've already got us.
That's their job. That's their fucking job. That's the fucking job of the FBI. That's their fucking job. If they don't have that record,
Wait,
what's
the
the
fucking Bureau
point?
of Investigation.
Right. That's their job. They better have it. Jesus Christ.
You about gave her making the frogs gay a comment. Christy was going off there for a minute.
Are they making the frogs fucking gay?
I don't give a shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like Mike just said, I'm going off the. I'm
goddamn
off
thing.
the grid. I'll help you. Calm down.
Anyway, continue. Thanks, Mike.
Well, it's a lot of the people, like I said, it's the my right, you can't tell me what to do. Or then it's the guys that say, oh, they don't fucking work. I mean, of course they don't work 100%, but wouldn't you think it would stop a little bit?
No.
Nothing at all.
No.
Okay.
This is what it stops. It stops phlegm.
Yeah.
I am totally fine with that.
It
Yeah.
stops phlegm. If you cough, chunks of phlegm. If you're really sick, you cough up phlegm. You sneeze. Snot comes out of your fucking nose. Yes, it stops that. Does it stop the size of a virus cell? No.
Here's where
No.
I'm going to be real serious. For
So
a minute.
it slows it down, but it doesn't stop.
Are you going to be cereal?
No way.
99.9% of the people that I see on a daily basis are ugly as fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think masks should be mandatory from here on out.
And he's back. Yeah. How many people you like this whole time? Like you see people, like for instance, people at the bank.
And social distancing, that should be the new fucking norm. Stay
Yeah.
the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
I've always been like that, so...
Yeah, like there's a girl at the bank. She's got really pretty eyes, and she had the mask on. And when I came back and the thing was over, it was like, "Rrr!" Like, ah, what the fuck? Put it back. There goes the pimp again.
Hey there, sloth. Where's Chuck?
Where'd you park your bike at?
What, mine?
No, the Goonies.
Oh. I missed that whole thing. Sorry.
Oh God.
Just do the truffle shuffle and we'll forgive you.
I don't have the energy.
But okay, they're saying now this Delta. Now kids are getting it. Babies, 8 weeks old. All
They
these
were
other
getting
kids.
it before.
I know they're really pushing the whole kid thing now.
That's what happens when you put some fucking virus in the Midwest where it's just a fucking petri dish of white trash and shame to begin with.
And red mulch.
And red mulch.
And apple cinnamon.
And apple cinnamon air freshener.
I like a little bit of cinnamon away applesauce, but
Yeah.
That's applesauce.
yeah, what's going to happen?
I want applesauce now.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, truthfully, that there aren't more fucking variants coming out of Florida.
Oh my God, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. People are like, Florida's a shithole. By the way, I'm going to Florida for vacation.
Right.
What?
I'm surprised the COVID hasn't like mixed with chlamydia down there.
Right? Just supercell. Fuck you. Oh my God. Yeah, they're fighting now. Biden's fighting with Florida's
Ron
governor.
DeSantis.
Yeah, he's like, nope.
Jeb Bush Part 2.
Yeah.
Right. No, I think we might be getting ready to head for like a federal lockdown.
Another
I could
18 months.
I'll still be at work.
Yeah. Fuck the post office.
I don't think it's going to be state regulated as it will be federal.
There's no way DeWine would pass that again.
Nope.
He
Right, that's what I'm
said that
saying.
'cause
He's
he
already-
got crucified.
He's already fucked himself in a corner.
Well, because every governor has made it clear that the government's putting them in a really bad spot, and they're getting all the hate mail and all the other shit. So it's
Imagine
like,
that.
right. But you can't win. You'll make these people happy, but the other people will be pissed off.
Speaking of DeWine, did you guys see that shit where First Energy was bribing people?
Mm-hmm.
What?
And not a goddamn thing yet.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it's been going on for
Yep.
a few years.
Yeah.
It came out a few years ago.
Imagine that.
but
Imagine my shock.
DeWine took a whole bunch of campaign contributions too, and he got nothing. He
Imagine
get
that.
fined, not sanctioned, not kicked out of fucking office. Just cool.
Huh.
It just shows you how deep the money actually runs. No, it's no better than Jim Renacci. It's running. It took money from the Suarez Corporation.
Oh, that was shady. He's shady.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that Suarez? Is that the
Suarez Company?
let's fuck your grandma out of her fucking Social Security?
Yep.
Yeah, I worked for them for 2 weeks
Yeah.
when I was in Kill Franklin.
Oh, yeah.
I sold a whole bunch. And I felt so fucking horrible for it that I just fucking quit. Like, I can't do this. This just feels bad.
Yeah. He took a bunch of money from the Suarez Corporation to help run his campaign. And it's funny because I actually got blacklisted from his fucking Facebook page for every time he posts something, I bring it back up and I throw the articles up there.
Huh.
So they just blocked me from his Facebook. So I've got that going for me.
We should probably just rename this podcast to the Paratroll Podcast. So what'd you get blocked from this week?
Keep trolling.
Work.
A lot of stuff. Fire me. I've already been fired.
Oh, what? The minute I got out of Facebook jail, they nailed me the other day at work for something 7 years ago.
Good.
And it wasn't even bad. You remember Human Centipede?
Yeah.
Well, they were all just, and they were laying on the floor. You couldn't see anything. And there were just Reese cups all over the floor. And it just said there's no wrong way to eat a Reese's. Okay, it was funny.
What's wrong with that?
They said it was like nudity and sexual explicit something. I'm like, what? It's just, they're just eating. They're not eating assholes. They're actually attached.
Hey, Christy, remember that Facebook post that you used to make with the dude with the
it's not
balls
Germany.
hanging out?
There's nothing sexual about shit in somebody else's mouth in
Right.
America.
Can you narrow it down? Because there's been a few with balls that I've gotten in trouble for.
It's the dude sitting on a porch with a plate of food and he's going like this and he's
Got
one
ball-
his
one
one
nut
ball
hanging out.
his one nut's hanging out. Dude, they came after me for that shit from like 7 years ago.
So that testicle, right?
Yeah.
Are we thinking that's AI, lizard people, or aliens?
No.
Reptilians.
Balls.
Just balls.
Do you guys still get the one from Ryan where it's the
Or do you think it was a dog man in disguise and that was his human dick hanging out?
Ryan every year posts the
turkey.
The
Happy
turkey with-
Thanksgiving gobble.
yeah, it's a
balls?
cartoon like a kid drew it.
I got nailed for that.
He puts his
so
nuts through the neck part.
I've gotten popped for it multiple times.
Have you ever watched the Where's Kid You Know, the Saggy Sammy episode?
It's been a minute, so
Oh, you got to watch that.
all right.
Figure bring it
I
up.
also got hit for Randy Savage.
Yeah, I remember that.
That one with his jumping off the top rope, smacking Jesus in the face with his dick.
Oh, literally my face was like, what's wrong with that? Oh, never mind.
There it is.
There it is.
Fucking perfect, man.
Sliding in the hole
I mean,
at the last minute.
Your level of savagery has no bounds.
It does.
Could you imagine if literally it was like wide open? Go for it.
Oh, it'd be so bad.
Oh, it would be horrible.
Oh yeah.
I have
my
to
phone.
step out of retirement. I've behaved for a little bit.
Yep. I think it's.
step out of retirement.
I think it's time to go back inside for a while.
All right.
I just post a subtle.
I'll go inside with you.
Okay.
All right.
Pictures of Charles Manson with one leg for Jesus. Keep scrolling to. Of course, I catch all the my mom and all my middle-aged family members.
I got in trouble for Jesus on a slip and slide like this, and it said, I'm sliding out of this conversation.
You got in trouble for that?
Yeah,
There's no nudity. He's wearing a loincloth-ish.
I know.
It's too sexual.
I like the one with Jesus. He gets
Wearing a
pulled over
tuxedo?
by the cops.
Yeah,
He's
drunk.
walking the line.
I need you, Jesus. I want to feel your salvation all over my face.
Oh my god.
Or Ernie in his cum sock. You can't beat that.
Oh my god.
That's a good one, too. Where he's got Bert and Ernie, and Ernie's putting on a sock, and he's like, oh, shit, that's my cum sock.
Oh my god.
So
It's fucking brilliant.
Sesame
Thank
Street's run by the Illuminati.
Did you make that one?
or-
No, I stumbled on that one.
That's great though.
Thank you.
That's great. You have a good eye for memes. It's great.
My game is strong.
Good meme eye.
What else you got?
That's all that I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Jesus,
Really?
How did we get 582 new followers since last week?
It's good stuff.
Did you show your tits or something?
Me?
Yeah.
All the time.
Harris, did you start your OnlyFans? Is that what it is?
No, not yet.
Show your boobs.
No, I don't want to show my memories.
You gotta see his nipples.
No.
They're like two little raisinets stacked on top of each other. Dude, I'll let you feel mine first and then feel his.
I'm good.
It's for science.
I'm good.
No, come on, bro.
I don't believe in
I said
science.
bro, so it's
I don't
fine.
believe in science anymore. The earth is flat. Fucking.
I'm still mad about the Earth is flat thing.
Oh, yeah. Can I hook up to the thing and call John?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Like, so is the moon flat or just Earth? Like every other planet is flat?
Bring your phone over here.
Well,
What's the reasoning?
some of them think that the Earth isn't real. It's just like this terrarium for humans.
So where are we
And the
then?
moon's just like a light, and the sun's just a light.
Okay.
They just bring them up every day and night.
Then I really want a refund. I want better weather. Like solid 60 to 75 all year. You know, not too cold, not too hot.
Too many bugs then. You need winter to kill the bugs. You need the winter to kill the weaponized ticks. They're not paying attention.
No. I remember the first time I called somebody.
You haven't done it yet.
Suck my presidential cock, bitch!
Why is it so quiet? Oh, there it is.
Suck my presidential cock, bitch!
Bitch.
You fat ass piece of shit!
You tub-a-lod mucking motherfucker!
Say it again.
Turn around and say it again!
Are you calling him? The first time I called somebody.
Yeah, I'll just... There we go.
Jesus, it's loud.
I hope he's shopping or something somewhere.
Are we going to get hit for me humming the Jeopardy theme song now?
Yeah. Hello?
That didn't work.
He probably just denied you like this.
Answer the phone.
Ho. Put ho so
Just
he knows
start
it's
dialing
serious.
random numbers. We'll
Oh.
be like, hey, do you think aliens are real? Go.
We could call business.
Call next door. What the fuck are you?
What are you
shitting in
cooking over there? It smells like shit.
Yo,
That-
know what you
that-
do?
that-
Call him.
that's just the
call him
speed
to
of their
place a
hand
to-go
jobs.
order.
Hand job to go.
That's just the speed of their hand jobs. They're just fucking going so fast that fucking dudes' pubes
Friction.
are catching on fire. That's the smell of
That's
pubes burning.
that's the smell of flesh burning.
Oh, God. Oh.
They got a health violation because they weren't using the right lube. So
It is a spa. Do you think they walk around naked over there?
I don't know.
go look.
Go look. It just looks like a bunch of old dudes at the gym. Everybody wants to get in the hot tub at the same time.
Fucking gross.
Don't look at me, Larry. Just look down.
Look away. You calling John again?
Seeing. I'll try again.
Man, you all right?
Hey. What are you doing?
What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm driving in Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, since you're in another country, we'll bring this. We got you on the show, so you're live. So
Oh man, I'm live. That's kind of cool.
yeah, we always talk about you, so it's always fun. We always make fun of you. So
Nice, man. Hey,
Nice
I
segue,
could be
Chad.
somebody else's,
I don't know who you are, so
it's Mike, Josh, me, and Christy, and we got on the subject of flat earthers, and then Christy said, "Does John believe in the flat Earth?" And I said, "Oh yeah." He gave me a math equation.
Oh yeah, I've completely flipped the script.
Yeah. Well, you want to elaborate on why you think the Earth is flat?
Well, actually, it all started with just kind of checking NASA stats, right? So first up was NASA says the sun's 93 million miles away. All right, cool. I'll bite, right? So I just went back to just simple geometry. I just pulled out a stupid triangle, looked at a lot of different pictures of the sun, and looked at the rays that were coming off the sunlight or coming off the sun. And I was reviewing the angles, and I'm like, something about this does not make sense. I didn't know what. Something just didn't feel right. So I started looking into it. And I decided to try to reverse calculate, like, okay, if they say it's 93 million miles away, then what I'm measuring in my visual eye should be able to check out just fine. Because math doesn't lie, at least not that I checked. And so I went through and I did what I used an isosceles triangle. So an isosceles triangle has two lines of the same side. Well, I'm like, well, if the sun's 93 million miles away, that's two sides of my triangle, right? So I just took that and said, well, if I can measure the distance between rays of sunlight on the Earth, then that gives me my third side of my triangle. So I'm like, okay, I think I could figure out what the angle of the sunlight should be based on what's called the law of cosines. And I don't know if you even know what the law of cosines is, but in simple terms, it's c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine of the angle of c. So long story short, I did that equation, and I'm like, son of a bitch, the sun's not 93 million miles away. Because all I got was the maximum amount of spread that I should see in the sunlight is 1.5 degrees. That's it. And every picture I've seen ever looking at sunlight, I'm like, that's more than 1.5 degrees of spread.
And you did this sober?
And I'm like, yeah, I did it sober.
Huh.
I didn't drink much.
Did you account for gravity?
Well,
Space-time
no,
curvature?
except for gravity. No. Well, that's what they actually taught me in engineering for surveying. They have a calculation for Earth's curvature.
So we're like a Fortnite world just floating flat?
I don't even know, man. That's the part I don't understand, or I can't explain.
Well, Mike was talking about the flat earthers that used a laser to prove their point.
Sharks with laser beams.
It wasn't a shark.
Sharks with lasers?
No.
Yeah, that sounds a lot cooler than my idea.
Mike said
cooler.
These flat earthers tried to prove their point by using this industrial laser, and they said if we could see it,
Then the Earth was flat.
then the Earth was flat. Like they're going to shoot it one way, and it'll come back, it's flat. And they couldn't see it. They were proven wrong. And basically, instead of saying they were wrong, they said, well,
Pretty much their math
They
was
just
wrong.
changed their
Well,
hypothesis.
but we got to think. We got to rethink this
They just
experiment.
said something else, right?
yeah.
I didn't go that far. I just looked at water. Water always finds balance. It always finds its equilibrium. It always looks for the place of least resistance. So when water's flowing in a river, it's going down in elevation. And it will eventually come to a place of rest. And that's where you'll see a lake, or you'll see a pond or something, because that's where it's resting.
Like
But
a toilet.
water will,
Okay.
like a toilet, pretty much.
Got it.
It always sits flat. Water always sits flat. A cup, freaking it's flat in there. It ain't anything else, right? So, like, okay. So I didn't use the laser pointer. I thought that sounded kind of
But
stupid.
water's
but
not always flat.
until it finds balance, yes.
Well, gravity.
So the ocean never finds balance. It's always moving. It's never flat. There's waves. There's currents.
The moon's
Those
pull on the oceans.
Yeah. Thank you.
The lunar.
The lunar pool. Is that what you guys are on?
Seven,
Yeah, I mean,
7 mile horizon.
Now, as far as waves,
I'm
well,
sorry,
there
not
are
lunar,
boats,
space
you know?
station pole.
Well, when a boat goes through a pond, I mean, it creates waves and ripples, right? I can't account for that.
A
'cause there's
boat
always
is
something moving in
man-made. The
water.
moon is not.
Yes, it is. It's a space station.
Okay.
It is a
That's
space
no
It could
moon.
be a space station.
Okay.
It is.
No. So I just looked at
It's cheese.
basically, I think what Earth's curvature suggests is that for every mile of Earth or Earth land or whatever you want to call it, the rate of curvature is 8 inches. So if you are 100 miles away from a destination, then you should be whatever 800 inches is in drop. I think if that's right. I haven't gone through all those calcs yet.
And you have quite a bit of, you've made quite a bit of people believe this theory, haven't you?
There's been a lot of people that have asked me about it. I'm like, I'm actually surprised how many people have asked. They're like, hey, dude, what do you got as far as this stuff? I'm like, well, I got a bunch of stuff, but it doesn't really matter until, like, I just tell people, like, if you don't know how to do calculations, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to understand. Like, I'm just using what I learned in engineering school to say, well, if you guys say it's this, and I can't calculate it, then what actually is it? So it's not that I could determine what it was, but I can tell you what it wasn't.
Do you believe the Earth is a matrix?
Dude, I haven't gotten that far, but anymore, I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
I just don't know.
The ocean horizon's pretty constant.
What's that?
So the ocean horizon's pretty constant. How do we account for that? It's always square root of height above surface divided by what's it? 6.75.
No, I just
Yeah,
like I
it's
said,
8 inches. Yeah, if you're
No,
8 inches above the water, the distance of the horizon is about 1 mile. So
okay, all right. Well, then I heard it correctly, but I haven't gone through it. What I've actually tried to understand is if you get a high-powered optics lens, which I don't have a telescope or anything that can help me measure it, but that's actually what I'm working on. So if my theory is correct, which right now it's just a theory, and I can see over vast amounts of water without seeing a drop, then that's where my belief starts to be like, well, okay, I don't care what anybody else says. I'm just basing it on what frickin' heck I can see in the field. So if I can put a telescope up on level ground and I shoot across whatever body of water it is, and I can say, let's say I see a boat that's 30 miles away, and I can see where the water is touching the boat, and I'd say, well, does that suggest that Earth is flat, or does that suggest curvature? If I can see it without any curvature at 30 miles, then I would say that there is no curvature. That's all it is.
no, you should be able to. If you're
That's as far as an experiment I'm willing to do.
if you're 6
I
feet
can
tall,
physically see it.
12.
Hold on, John.
6 feet tall,
you don't
then your
count
eyes are at
that?
about 5.5 feet, 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly.
You should be able to see
the way
about
I
66 miles to the horizon.
Unless you're in Indiana, you can see the whole state.
Yes.
It's flat
As fuck.
as fuck.
I figured it's one of like Lake Erie or Lake Superior, whatever that measured distance is, and just see if you can see across it.
Are you willing to be shot up in a rocket made by us to leave the atmosphere to see it for yourself?
It doesn't have to look like a penis.
Yes, it does.
Why not?
It has to totally look like.
If it doesn't look like dick and balls, I'm out.
Yeah.
Why
Can we
not?
put Randy Savage on
Why
it?
don't flat earthers get together,
Fuck yeah.
start a GoFundMe, get a boat, and just
You guys have to.
go to the end of the fucking earth?
If I'm in this thing,
Yeah, if you get in a boat and go around the world, you always come back. It's not like you run off the end of the earth.
But is it like
that's
the
part
Truman
I'm
Show?
still debating.
A snow globe.
I don't know, man.
So do you believe this
What was it?
this secret's being kept by every airline pilot out there, every ship's captain, every government in the world?
Well, I think they had 33 countries sign the Antarctic Treaty, which I thought was really weird.
Well, yeah, Antarctica's fucked.
Why?
You can blame
So
the
it's like,
Nazis
why are
for
you
that.
guys having this- What's that?
You can blame the Nazis for that.
Yeah.
Well, I just find it weird. Like, why the heck do 33 countries need a treaty for Antarctica?
Because we're
Because it's
greedy,
just
and
a
if
bunch
we
of freaking
found
ice, who
one
cares?
shred of
Well,
ability to steal money, one country's gonna do it.
We've talked about that. That's the only place the size of the United States and Mexico combined. It's a no-fly zone, but yet hierarchy people are going there for what?
Maybe
Well,
the
yeah.
Earth is
It's not
combined to
transparent.
another Earth-like
So-
planet by a barbell type shape, and Antarctica is what's blocking us from
It
getting
really
there.
just got to be like, nothing made sense. That was the part that I struggled with. I'm like, if it isn't just like clear as day, plain as day shit, something doesn't make sense, right? So the way I guess I'm going to call it the way John's evolved is like, I'm just going to ask questions. And what's interesting is the more I challenge it, the more people say, oh, it's a defined science. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? It's a defined science. If it's a defined science, I should be able to question it, and every question should be able to be answered if it's defined. Kind of like this whole, we'll call it the COVID thing. But
Well, and that's the problem is the conspiracy theory will remain a theory because the truth will never be allowed out.
correct, which
So-
is a hard pill to swallow.
In COVID alone, we know this. It's just they're all over the map. Nothing makes sense.
No,
Nothing.
up is down, left is right. So honestly, I think it's funny to challenge people's beliefs. That's all. It really became down to challenging other people's belief systems, because they said, well, explain how you have a ball of water give me one example in nature where a ball of water can spin and be thrown into space and rotate around another body of mass, and the water stays in place.
Gravity, atmosphere.
Hurricane.
Well, you can't, because you can't have anything as large as the Earth.
Hurricane,
on
the water
Earth.
just flies forever.
Yeah.
But gravity doesn't work, because once you hit water, what happens? Well, it's relative density that describes why things fall. Gravity is how fast it falls. So gravity is measured at 32.2 feet per second squared, which means for every second of free fall within a vacuum, you will increase your rate of speed by 32.2 feet per second. So that's acceleration. But once you hit something else of a different density, well, your rate of change or your rate of speed slows down.
Kind of like when I
an apple
poop in the toilet.
Yeah, when you're plunking in the toilet.
Right.
That's 32 feet per second, man. So you
Right.
just like blast
Well, then
out
you
there.
have to factor in displacement. So
tip things.
That's why I keep the toothbrushes away from the toilet.
I keep in the
So-
closet with the door closed.
Yeah, don't do that. No, I just basically stuff just didn't make sense. And since it didn't make sense, and since what I love is how non-scientists want to explain engineering terms to me. Like, okay, well, then show me your calc to prove it. And they're like, well, but NASA. And I'm like, I don't care. Just if it's really that easy to prove, just show me. Give me one example in nature where you can prove it. And still to this day, that's the only question I ask, and nobody's given me an example. So,
I have a question.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have a question. John, are you a Christian?
well, I've grown up as a Christian.
Do you believe
but
in
I've
God?
studied other-
Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? Do you believe in the Bible?
I do.
Yes or no? Show me one thing in nature that proves that.
Now, one thing
Ooh.
to prove God.
Yeah.
And we're going to be checking your math.
Yeah.
Oh man, Christy
You can't
pulled
always
that.
go on what you just said is like, show me something in nature that proves that. Well, if we're going on that, why do we believe in the Bible?
Faith.
Well,
Oh. Oh. What'd you say?
That's how
I
you're
just
raised.
said it's faith. It's,
Okay.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah,
So are all the other planets
I
fake?
grew up in it, but I've actually challenged my belief. I've challenged my own belief system. I'm like, was I lied to?
When?
Right?
Okay.
Anytime.
When did you?
How many followers of yours are you going to lose when you admit that you had doubts? Because I've seen your followers on your page.
That doesn't concern me, right?
Okay.
It really doesn't, because for me it's about truth, and all I'm doing on this planet is trying to find truth. That's it.
Okay.
Do you think aliens brought us here instead of Jesus?
Hell, I don't know. I
Do you-
can't prove that either.
Okay, and do you think there are lizard people, overlords, running this planet? And I'm being serious.
No. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen a lizard person.
Have you been to
Could it
camp?
be happening
Have you seen Nancy Pelosi?
in Barberton?
Yeah.
Barber Tucky.
No.
The Cherry Festival?
Grove, Texas?
It's everywhere.
That is
I-
nature proving
no.
it.
Yeah.
No clue.
So
I have no clue.
Mike's got a question. Hold
I
on.
mean,
as a flat earther, are all the other planets fake then?
so, as far as what they think, I've had people with telescopes show me their data on what they've shot as Mars and Venus. What I gather is a lot of them don't think the planets they exist. They think it's part of the firmament or the dome. I can't define whether it's one or the other, honestly. I'm just trying to absorb and kind of understand where everybody's perspective is,
Mm-hmm.
so I can maybe make a better determination. I don't know. It's so new to me. What, maybe like 2 or 3 months, maybe longer. It's only been this year. But there are people that don't believe there are planets.
Huh.
And
They just think they are lights.
Did
They're
you?
not even.
Here's my follow-up. Why?
Why?
What
Because
is
they're-
what is so important about the human fucking race
Thank you. That makes us so special.
that
Yeah.
somebody would go to the trouble of making a human aquarium and keeping it
Dude,
running. Because if the Earth is indeed flat and a dome, the amount of power it would take to keep that working is astronomical.
Oh yeah, but I think there are. I mean, if you guys follow Tesla or a little bit of Tesla, I mean, he can make 0-point energy.
Well, they killed him.
So, it's like,
So
yeah, and they killed him.
they,
So,
they don't want it that getting out.
well, yeah, you can't make money when everybody gets free energy
Oh,
or free health.
I believe that 100%.
So, I mean, I think Pfizer made $25 billion last year in vaccines, and people like to tell me it's for the good of mankind. I'm like, yeah, it's good for the good of their pockets. They're
Yeah.
on pace to make $31 billion this year, but they love us. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm sure they do. I would love you too if you paid me $31 billion for a vaccine.
Has
That
any one of
may
us
or may
gotten
not work.
vaccinated here?
Nope.
Nope.
What's that?
She just asked if any of us have been vaccinated yet, and we all said no.
no.
Nope. Fuck. No. Nope. I will never touch that.
And again, if you're listening to the show, what we're trying to say is we don't care what you do. This is just our thing. We just don't know the long-term effects and blah, 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 blah. But then again, it's coming out in the limelight where you people that are double vaccinated are still getting it and transmitting it. So
And you still were wearing the mask, and you'll get the booster shot. Like, I can't help that. Like, hey, you do you. It's your body, right? Your body, your choice.
yeah.
That's not
But,
very Christian
yeah.
of you.
No, it's true.
Did you hear that?
Good stuff.
That was
No, I didn't hear
that
it.
was a good one. You said your body, your choice, and Christy goes, "That's not very Christian of you."
Yeah. Well, you know what? I
I
certainly.
mean, on one hand, I'm all for killing babies.
But I'm not taking the vaccine.
I'm pretty sure that's what
But
they're
on the other
cooking next
hand-
door. Children.
That might be the smell.
Oh yeah, the
protein.
Jack Shack next door
You know
smells
what?
of.
It does. It kind
flesh.
of does smell like putrid.
You know what?
Newborn.
There are too many people on this earth to begin with, so cook them up.
Cook them up.
I'm okay with that.
Hopefully, I gave you guys some good fodder, but
In the event of,
Yeah,
of
can
an
I say
apocalypse, humans are your first source of food because humans are not a sustainable food source. So use that to sustain yourself till you can get your
Oh,
crops
trust
on
me,
and
I
your
would have
livestock
no
up.
qualms about eating people.
Oh my God, you out of here, John?
I'm I'm out on the eating humans. I'm like my bird, maybe.
Well,
That's something I want you to think about with nature.
I mean, I'm sure it's in the
See what
Bible.
happens.
Start with the dick.
Ew.
What? It's like an appetizer.
There should be a lot of bacteria in that. You probably want to avoid that area.
Okay.
Well, they say if you urine, what is it, Bear Grylls? He would drink.
But if you cook
That's
it,
your urine. That
Your own
my
urine is
urine is
sterile.
not sterile to you. Your urine is sterile to you. So I don't want to eat your urine.
I've never gone that far in my study.
Yeah.
So thanks, Christy. That's awesome.
You're welcome. That's
I know
proven
this
by
now.
nature. In case you just
I learned
wanted
it's
to
good
check.
for your hair. You just pour it in.
Good scalp cleanser.
Yeah.
Can I pee in your hair?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful. There's not.
Can we videotape it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do a live stream?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A live
Save
stream.
it for the OnlyFans.
You made a good one. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for answering the phone. Be safe in Texas. Stay off the grid.
Cool.
yeah, we're coming up next week, so it'll be a fun trip.
Yeah.
Just whatever. But yeah,
I,
hopefully.
I recommend going through
like I said,
Arkansas.
I don't prove anything with flat Earth. Fuck. I didn't hear
There's a
anything.
lot of red mulch there.
I wonder if the whole flat
lot.
Earth thing started in Kansas.
Well, John, maybe when you get back, we can get another topic and get your crazy ass in here.
Sweet.
All right, buddy.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, bud. Later.
So do you think Jesus created the flat Earth?
I believe more in Sasquatch than his math. I'm
Dude,
gonna leave it at that.
Christy pulled a bomb.
He was like, I'm going to
that was amazing, by the way.
He's like, I use simple geometry. I'm like, you really can't use simple geometry when you're dealing with gravity, space-time, curvature.
Yeah, physics isn't based only off geometry. Congratulations.
I don't know. My butthole puckered when I could feel her knuckles just. Let me tell you something. I'm like, oh shit!
Well, let's use science and nature.
But
God
it's a
fucking
very
forbid.
good point. You're talking about somebody about science and everything, and you're revolting. I am going to apologize to everybody that's very religious listening to this, but it's just talking.
Nobody religious listens to the
Yeah, we
show.
lost them about. We lost them 52 minutes ago. We're
We lost
54
some
minutes in.
episodes ago.
Yeah.
We're blacklisted.
If you're so scientific and you look at the Bible and everything, there's literally no proof of any of it.
It's
No, there's proof of stuff that happened in the Bible, but none of the magic and the other shit.
the walking on water part.
Yeah, the
Bread,
sleeping for
water
3
in the
days,
wine.
or just getting pregnant out of nowhere.
I mean, there was a flood, but there's been a lot of floods. So
I believe that story traces back to like there was a rich king in Egypt or something, and he got himself and all his livestock on the boat and was just like,
you know
"Fuck
what
all the
else?
rest of you poor people."
Fuck y'all.
There's one thing I will give them is the Mayan Bible, if you want to call it that. Their savior was also born of a virgin. They also talked about a great flood, like
That's
Horus.
Exactly.
every religion.
exactly.
Horus. I mean, Christianity borrows from
Again-
the Roman religion of the time, the religions, Egyptian religions,
Yeah.
Sumerian, Babylonian,
Pagan.
Yeah.
pagan.
Again, I think a lot of that Ten Commandments shit is pretty much alien based.
Like,
I
hey,
don't at
behave.
all.
Don't kill each other. Don't do this.
Well,
and we'll be okay.
Think about the level of intelligence back then.
So when Moses climbed the
and
mountain,
and think about some of those rules that they had.
Right.
Like, don't eat pork. Why were people dying from eating pork?
right.
Was it God killing them? No, it was fucking trichinosis.
Yeah.
They were getting fucking worms because they
Yeah.
couldn't cook pork to a proper temperature back then.
Thank you.
And some dude was like, "Look, you guys got to stop eating pork." Fuck you, Dave. You suck my fucking dick. I'm gonna eat this pork. And he's
This
like,
is delicious.
"How do I get these fucking morons to stop eating pork?" You know what? I talked to God yesterday, right? He came down, burning bush, fucking big old God cock. And he's like, "Look,"
God cock.
he's like, "Look, you go fucking tell Dave to stop eating pork, or I'm gonna fucking make him kill his firstborn son, and then I'm gonna fuck his wife and impregnate her."
Yeah.
That's pretty
Everybody's
heavy.
like, "Oh,
I gotta go read the Bible.
well, shit."
Right?
Fuck.
I got homework to do.
said so.
Oh,
tonight.
the
says
most
I gotta stop
scandalous
eating
book on
pork.
earth?
Well, I think like the story of like the flood and all that stuff. Like you said,
I don't give a shit what Tim says about
that
pork,
was like
but he said that God told me I can't eat it, so I guess I should probably stop.
that was in like Mayan script, and it was
Yeah.
well, the Mayans are also really closely related and back and forth with the Greys. So I think like, all right, here's my thing. Like, I think it was a story. It's been handed down millions of times.
Of course.
But I also
What else are you
think
gonna do
the
back
Ark was a ship that fled Mars because they fucking destroyed it, and we ended up here.
And they brought us animals
Well, not animals. The cargo was us.
and animals.
And that would be the Adam and Eve.
Yep.
And the Moses climbing the mountain to get the 10 Commandments would be meeting the dude on the ship at the top of the mountain.
Sure.
Okay. Or like every,
Like y'all getting out of control.
I just want
Right.
to know, you got Adam and Eve, right?
yeah,
And they fucked, and they had a couple kids, right?
yeah.
And they fucked and had a couple more
Then
kids,
wait
right?
a minute. No, because
And they
there was
fucked and had a couple more kids, right?
So why are we
So
not
how-
all
how is
retarded?
everybody
No, wait a
walking around
minute.
like this?
Before Eve, there was Lilith.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hail Satan.
Thank
Oh,
you.
no. We edited that one out of the King
Oh
James
yeah, we
version.
can't have that. Sorry.
Along
Nope.
with the Book of Enoch, along with,
Yeah, my bad.
36 other books that were edited
Yeah.
out?
My bad.
I mean, it's got to.
No,
Obviously,
that
it's
was-
got to be
that was too
edited to
crazy
fit
for us.
fucking whatever narrative they're going with this week.
Virgin birth, yes.
So
Dying and coming back 3 days later, yes.
So,
Flaming wheels in the sky? No, get that one out of there.
so basically the
aliens, Greys.
COVID is the New Testament, the Delta and all that's the New Testament.
It could be.
COVID didn't work. New Testament.
Well, once the society falls and there's a verbal retelling for a few thousand years.
It's getting ready to fall. I mean,
Our society or the whole world's?
I think the whole world's period. I mean, especially here in the U.S. where you have
I got to get my shoulder pads and my buttless chaps ready.
where you have
Pads.
the unvaccinated now versus the vaccinated.
That's what we wanted to talk about.
Right.
That
So-
Rothless, was it Roth?
Rothschild?
Yeah, in the New World Order book. Remember?
Yeah.
I took a picture of that.
That's Ben Roethlisberger.
No, he's
Rapeless burger.
throwing pics and assaulting chicks.
Do you know he's coming back for his 18th season?
Dude, he should retire. He's looking rough.
I know, dude. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I saw that stat the other night. I'm like, holy fuck.
Retire.
Dude, it's
Skeletor.
over, man.
It's okay, Skeletor. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I remember the first time I typed.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Operation Lockstep from the Rockefeller playbook.
Go with it, Chad.
That's what it was.
Read
This
it
was
to
the
us.
conspiracy from the book of the New World Order, written in 1989. Check the center paragraph. First phase, common cold flu, mild symptoms at most, media endorsement of mass paranoia and fear. Flawed testing system utilized, which picks up any genetic material in the body and triggers a positive result. Inflation of COVID case numbers through changing of death certificates, double counting and classifying all deaths, including other diseases and natural cause, as COVID-19. Lockdown will continue us to it's cut off there, under certain laws, prevent protests and identity public resistance. That's phase 1. Phase 2.
It says COVID-19 on there.
Yeah, that's what it says.
I want you to find me that book
That's what I was trying to figure out.
because I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb here and say that parts of that, if not all of it, were photoshopped to fucking make.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I'm just saying this is what's floating around, what people are saying. Basically, yada, yada, yada. Phase 2 will lead to compromised and frail immune systems through lack of food, social distancing, wearing masks, lack of contact, sunlight, and bacteria exposure to 5G radiation.
Oh, come on. That
This
shit
is
was not in a
100%
book.
Fucking
No.
photoshopped.
Okay.
110%.
That's exactly what I was going with.
This is where,
That's some shit my mom would
right.
share.
Okay. So third phase, majority of people will resist the vaccine. A weaponized SARS, HIV, MERS virus will be released. HIV released. Can you imagine getting HIV out of the air?
HIV was
Fucking
already
airborne-
released.
Airborne HIV.
Release the AIDS.
They already did that once.
Well, I mean, so now we have.
I believe all these crazy conspiracy theories are just to detract from like the real conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Absolutely.
Government.
Like, you have-
You can
major
make this-
corporation shit.
You can make this and throw it on the internet and just watch it go like fire.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
My mom would share that within fucking 5 minutes.
Well, it's like that telephone game. Oh, my aunt has somebody that works with the freaking DOD, and they said, well, this is going to happen. And no, stop it.
Final step. Those who have taken the vaccine will be at war with those who have not. It will be anarchy from all sides.
Well, those that have taken the vaccine and gotten the SARS, AIDS, COVID, how the fuck are they going to fight? So
Yeah, they usually don't know.
they're going to be dying of fucking COVID AIDS.
This is what you're naming the show, COVID AIDS.
Perfect.
The COVID HIV.
COVID AIDS.
But like you're even Mike DeWine the other day in his presser was saying, like, you're seeing two different Ohio's now.
Yeah.
You're seeing the
And he
unvaccinated.
helped created that.
You're seeing the unvaccinated and the vaccinated. So now you're going to get this back and forth. Well, that person's not wearing a mask. Fuck him. Let's oust him. You know. So
Here's-
you're going to have that now.
And here's where you get into the real conspiracy of it. And it's all just keeping us divided. So we don't see them
Well, sure, the
That's
race.
not-
lining their
conspiracy.
fucking pockets with
Well-
our tax money and giving breaks to major corporations and getting their fucking pockets lined by them.
That's not a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because it's happening.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the race card's not working anymore. That's done and over with. What's his name got, convicted and sentenced, correct? So let's divide everybody a new way. All right? Well, let's use the fucking vaccine as an example.
Fuck, I'm sorry, I'm still on the COVID AIDS.
Of course you are.
Well, a lot of this whole like super division goes back to Occupy Wall Street.
Absolutely.
Because if there was any protest that should have gotten violent, it was fucking that one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And you had peaceful protests going on with not. I mean, there was problems. It's human nature. You get a bunch of people together, they're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
100%. But there was less problems at the Occupy Wall Street fucking protests than there were at the average fucking EDM festival. So what did they do? They said, "Oh, well, you're gathering in that park? Well, shit, we just passed a law today that says it's illegal to gather in that park.
Yep.
Send in the fucking riot troops."
Yep. So
and ever since then, the media and the rise of social media has fostered this deep divide and this hatred.
oh yeah, you had it to begin with the media. Then social media came along. You have Twitter. I don't see it as much on Instagram, but you have Twitter and Facebook being the two main ones who amplify the fuck out of it times 10, which even divides people even further. I mean, these people are so fucking blind they can't even see that how much of a sham Black Lives Matter organization in itself is a sham. They're that fucking blind, man. You got who was the head honcho of Black Lives Matter? That one chick. And come to find out, she bought like what 5 fucking houses with the money that they raised.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole thing was a goddamn sham. All of it.
And it's a shame.
It was a social media.
Well, I mean, the same bullshit with Joel Osteen.
Oh,
I mean,
Don't even get
come
me
on.
started on that
piece of
motherfucker.
shit.
Yeah, when that flood happened, you ain't coming in my house.
Nope.
I'd like to beat his wife's ass
My-
for the shit she pulled on that airplane one day.
I just want to beat both of them.
All right, you take one, I'll take the other.
Perfect. I don't hit women, so you
I got it.
You
fam.
take that one.
I'll fuck.
and I'll take
I can
You
do
wouldn't hit
both.
his wife even if you got a go card? Just go.
no,
Like you freebie.
no,
You clock her.
Nope.
Kick her in the cooter.
I'm
Nope.
not above that.
she's not.
My only gripe with the Black Lives Matter thing was it should have been called Black Lives Also Matter, because that would have shut up all the rednecks. But also, the fucking marketing. Hashtag blam.
I hate you. But
Right?
it's brilliant.
It's fucking brilliant.
He's got a good point. Blam.
Yeah.
Fucking blam.
Blam!
Pow.
Pow!
Hey,
Why you keep saying pow?
hey, you pig. Blam.
So
But
yeah,
no, I mean, that whole movement definitely showcased the militarization of our police, which is another big fucking.
yeah. Yep. I don't know, man. We're heading for dark waters. I mean, it's going to get pretty nasty before it gets any better.
You know where to find me.
Yep.
I still to this day don't ever fucking get is how there wasn't bodies everywhere at the insurrection. I don't understand why they weren't being shot on sight.
Because they were told to stand down. They let it happen, man.
You raided a federal building. You were coming in with tactical gear, with restraints.
Technically, the U.S. people own that because of the tax dollars
Yeah.
used to fund it.
Bullshit.
That's public
But
land.
you're not allowed there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know what your point is, and you're right, but at the same time, I mean, be honest.
Bitch, I paid that thing 4 times over, so fuck you.
Okay, and it's a valid point. If that was all black people, do you think they'd have been shot?
No.
Nope.
No? Same reaction?
Nope. I think they'd still be there.
I'm going to go one step further.
Sure.
If it was all poor people,
Oh, shot.
because that's kind of what a lot of this comes down to. Because in the rural areas, there's not a lot of not a lot of different races for the cops to go after.
Agreed.
So they go after the poor white trash,
Agreed.
because what keeps the local county's coffers full? Fines. And what are fines? It's an extra tax against poor people.
So if it was a bunch of Mexicans raiding the Capitol, they would have been shot because they're not citizens?
Yes.
That's fucking weird to say, isn't it?
How do you know they're not citizens?
Huh?
How do
would
they're
you
not
know?
citizens?
They're waving their country flag.
They're holding up their lack of a U.S. ID.
Yeah.
Well, if they're holding up another country's flag, you
That's
could say it's
considered invasion.
terrorism.
That's yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get there's domestic terrorism. So.
I declare my property
That's why.
sovereign territory.
That's why.
Water's rights.
No,
You guys start your own Olympic team.
Christy brought up a good point. So does that mean all the rednecks flying the rebel flag are terrorists and invaders because they're flying another country's flag?
In the eyes of the left, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
if you're a,
blatant.
If you're a blue,
Why do you think they're
blue
ripping down
blood,
statues and shit?
God's honest, patriot? You should be against that flag. It's another country's flag.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
A defeated country that no longer exists, though.
Yep.
It's not like it's Iran's flag.
Is that
and you're
kinda
trying
like-
to march in.
Speaking of Iran,
Oh, here we
It's
go.
been too quiet for them. You guys start acting a fool.
well, you do know about that oil tanker they fucking two they
Yes.
seized and one that they killed the crew of not too
Yes.
long ago, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like last week, 2 weeks ago?
Something like
It's
that.
been a minute.
Right. So now I've been, kind of following the chatter on it, and it's not being broadcast on the news
Because the Olympics are on. Everybody's got to come together right now.
Do you have a friend that works at the DOD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her name's Pam.
You saying Pam or Pan?
Pan
Pan.
situation.
Pam.
Pamba.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I think I can
I'm interviewing you
clarify
here.
this.
You don't tell me to shut up. But Iran, so there's CIA intelligence, and we know how well that worked in 2001.
I mean, if we're talking about Iran, we have to go back to the 70s because we caused that whole thing to fucking begin with.
And not to mention the massive amounts of money we fucking gave those people too.
That's what we do.
And weapons.
So there's going to be, supposedly there's supposed to be a Allied forces attack on Iran, Israel, us, and France.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So it's I've been kind of watching it.
That's what we need.
Right. Well, why the fuck do you think we're pulling out of Afghanistan? We gotta go fucking find something else to do. Country's in the fucking toilet. The economy's in the toilet. What better way to jumpstart the economy?
Why are we pulling out? Because they weren't selling enough weapons.
Correct. So, and I've been watching the stocks jump up on, Lockheed Martin and all the other stocks just jumping. So it's war brings profit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's coming.
And like they said, they send the poor to war.
Halliburton.
Yep. Good old Halliburton.
Halliburton.
Dick Cheney and Halliburton.
I miss Dick Cheney.
He
did
just
too.
shoot you on his hunting trip.
Didn't he just have a stroke or something?
Didn't he die?
Probably from like
No.
shooting people in the face.
Yeah.
Emperor Palpatine is still alive.
Is he?
That's all I got for this week.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
No, he's not. I thought the King of England died.
Brilliant.
That dude was, holy crap.
Yeah. He was definitely sucking the marrow out of fucking fetuses.
Oh, yeah.
Harvesting the adrenal gland of the.
I'm done.
Oh, God. All right.
Tune in next time for more
Bedtime
Whatever
stories.
Bedtime stories
Fuck it
about.
is. we do
More
here.
bedtime stories.
Just remember, kids, keep your mouth closed so the AIDS don't go in your mouth.
You don't want no AIDS mouth.
Watch out for the Covidaids, SARS.
Stop licking the Walmart countertop.
There goes my Friday night.
I'm sorry.